come from the southeastern part of Nigeria. I come from a family background where my parents are not well-to-do. In 2001, my mother was saving money in a Susu savings scheme. Then I was just in JSS 3. Before then, we were living in a very suburban area in Aba. My mother had the discipline to save. She was saving 6,000 naira every month. So she would make money, but she had the discipline to save 6,000 naira. My father, on the other hand, was not very disciplined in saving money. Coming from a very poor background, he didn't have that kind of discipline, didn't have that kind of attitude and character. So my mom was able to save. I literally saw my mom save for like 1 year. In 2002, my mother sent me to go to get the money that she has saved over 1 year. So we got the money and it amounted to 40-something thousand. I would like you to share, like, and subscribe. So she saved. Some weeks she would save 2,000, some weeks she would save 1,000. She just had the target of saving 6,000 every month, but she was saving it weekly. They had this card where they would tick for you and they would tick in their own register to show that you have paid. That was our local system of making sure that there was savings. So because banks were not very much available then in the society. And how much did you actually have you wanted to go and put in the bank? And as of then, putting money in the bank was very exhausting because when you put money, to collect the money is another problem. Putting money is a problem. Collecting the money is another problem. So people resorted to this Esusu system. So my mother was really engaged in this system. Fast forward in 2002, when my mom told me to go get the money, it was around 40-something thousand. My mother took 40,000 naira. There was this man in our church then who told my mom about an opportunity to buy a land somewhere close to the main road. There was this land that was available. The land sold for 40,000 naira, and my mom had saved 40-something thousand naira. So she brought out this 40,000 naira and gave my father to go and pay for this one plot of land. My father, on the other hand, instead of going to pay for the plot of land at 40,000 naira, remember, he didn't contribute to this saving. He was never a part of it. My mother just had the discipline of saving. She was beating herself up. She was actually doing all she could to make sure that she saved. And after all said and done, she took the money, gave it to her husband. Please go and pay for this land. In Igbo land, most times the women, I'm talking about my mother's generation, would usually take money and give their husband to go and do things for the family. And that was what my mother was doing. She took the money, gave to my father to go and buy the land. The whole thing has been negotiated. It was now waiting, Oya, come and pay so that the whole documentation can be done. Do you know what happened? My father took the money, went and bought old Datsun car that was parked on the main road for years. He bought this car and everybody was mad. Poor people have things in their head, luxury life they want to live, that they don't have the means to continue. Your duty should be, how do I come out of this perpetual poverty? Not how do I take the small money I have and go and buy a car. He bought this car. My mom was mad. In fact, the man that brought the deal of the person that wanted to sell the house was now calling my mother. Where is your husband? This man has been waiting for long. That was how we lost. Guess what? That land is worth over 20 million naira today. It has been overdeveloped. Then it was underdeveloped, but now the place has been overdeveloped. Guess what? That same car my father bought at 40,000 naira in less than 1 year. He sold it for 5,000 naira. He didn't even need a car. It wasn't like he needed a car so that he can travel or go to work. He just wanted to feel like a car owner. The feeling of a car owner without knowing that a car is a liability. It's not an asset. It's not putting money in your pocket. While my mother was thinking about the future, she was thinking, if we buy this land, at least we can be landlord. With time, we can develop the place. Guess what? My father has not still bought a house, has not even built any house today. If something is inside of you, it's just a matter of time. You give it expression. After that, my mother learned how not to give my father money to buy assets again. She went to another place, bought 10 plots of land, negotiated, they added another 3. It became 13 plots of land. When she bought those land, it was around 300,000. But now the place has so much increased in value because this woman was always thinking about the future. She was always thinking about land. She has more than one land. She has developed houses. She has built houses. My father, on the other hand, has not learned how to prepare for the future. Why I told this story? I told this story for some of us that are coming from families like this. You're coming from families like this where they are not thinking about the future. I remember when I made my first million, what did I do? I bought a land. I made another million. I bought another land. Why? I saw my mother buy lands. I saw how not investing in the future wrecked my father's life. I saw it. I saw how my father not being interested in assets did not increase his worth. It did not increase his worth because he was not interested in buying assets. So, the first time I made $1 million, I invested it into buying assets. And that's what I wanted to tell you today. Are you investing in the future? Or are you investing in the luxuries of today that doesn't have any future value? You could be buying iPhone. I'm not saying iPhone is bad. I'm just saying it might not be your level yet. I'm just saying if you have not secured your future, you don't have any business buying luxuries today. You want to make money. Why? So that you can buy a car and live luxurious lives. The wealthy people that we emulate live those luxurious lives from the investments they've already made in the past. They don't eat their future, they eat the increase of their investments. So what are you doing today? What are you doing about your life? Invest in the future. I would like you to share, like, and subscribe. I also like you to comment if you have similar experiences of things like this. We would like to hear it. The algorithm can suggest it to other people so they can learn and move their life forward. Thank you. I want you to look out more for stories like this, and then you will not be disappointed. Thank you so much.